This morning, I woke up on the wrong side of the bed. Have you ever really thought about that expression? Just this notion that there's like a correct and an incorrect way from which you can like depart your bed, and these options somehow dictate the nature of your day. What happens if I just climb out the bottom, or if I go backwards over the headboard? I've sort of messed with your whole system really there, haven't I? Like, what does that mean? What does that mean about the nature of my day? Am I just going to spend the whole thing just being a badass and just breaking all the rules? Because, you know, really, it's me on most days anyway. Do you think they're taken into account during the initial concept stage when they're first designing beds? Like, they have little blueprints and they have to be careful to denote which one's the wrong side. Like, oh, we've got to be careful with that bit, Jimmy. That's gonna take some work, that will. And then they get in all the, like, the cheap minimum wage workers and they're like, right, guys, so we know you had to wake up really early to be here today. You've had a really bad morning. You had to rush breakfast. You know, you didn't quite have enough time to draw your eyebrows on properly. You're stuck here in this dead-end job. It's not really going anywhere. Just really makes you despise your whole existence. We understand. We do understand. But actually, the task that you've been delegated today is to build the wrong side of the bed. The irony is not lost on us. We're sorry. We're sorry. But I mean, hey, it makes IKEA furniture that bit more fun, right? Doesn't it? Flat pack bed. Choose your own adventure game. Which one's going to be the right side? Which one's going to be the wrong side? Pick carefully, or you know you're probably going to end up having a lot of bad days. I'm sorry, it's just how it's going to work out. Now, I was contemplating the origins of the phrase. I was thinking maybe it has its roots in feng shui, and I was like, that doesn't sound right either, because that basically revolves around the positioning of items around your room. Like, you know, there's this unwritten rule almost that you have your bed facing the door, for example. So if any intruders come in, you can be like, bam, 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 bam. I'm gonna shoot you up with my imaginary gun. Didn't see that coming. Don't know what I'm going to achieve here. Maybe I'll just give you the bird instead. Yeah. But you know, that doesn't really make a lot of sense with regards to the wrong side of the bed, because that's not getting out of the wrong side, it's just that you put your bed the wrong way round, then that's just your own fault for not following the rules properly. You should have got out the bottom of the bed instead. Speaking of positioning, what happens if the right side of the bed is pushed up against the wall? Oh, you didn't get up on the right side of the bed today, did you, Aaron? No, got up on the left. Fight me IRL, mate. I don't know, because I mean, I joke about it, but genuinely there is some degree of truth. Like, I don't know if this is the same for everyone, but for me personally, the way that I feel first thing in the morning does often tend to affect how the rest of my day pans out. Sometimes I wake up and I'm like, oh man, I am so stoked on life right now. Look how cool the sky is. I'm gonna go drink some apple juice and eat some Weetabix. It's fortified with vitamins and iron. I'm so healthy, man. I'm gonna be so pumped. Yeah. And then other mornings I just wake up and I'm like, and I just think in my head, I'm thinking all these things. I'm thinking this thing, this thing, It just sort of starts off this chain reaction in my head where I'm catastrophizing everything, and I start overthinking and I start self-deprecating, and it gets to the stage that by the time I do finally drag my ass out of bed, I'm so physically and mentally drained from all of this thinking that I just physically cannot stand up straight. And I don't think that's normal. Like, I don't think that you're meant to be that extreme. Like, literally it is one thing or the other. The best way that I can think of to describe it is in Winnie the Pooh characters. Like, some mornings I'm Tigger, some mornings I'm Eeyore, and there is literally no middle ground whatsoever. And so I leave you with a quote that I came up with whilst writing the idea for this video. I don't know if it's been said before, but because I thought of it, I'm gonna claim it, because that's what YouTubers do. And it basically goes, the weather is awful today. That doesn't necessarily mean the day is awful to weather. Just some food for thought. So thank you for watching. I've been Aaron Hastings, and this has been a comedy video. I will possibly see you next Wednesday. For now, pip pip cheerio and whatnot.